You're going to be able to hear my voice the whole time, the same way we did before, except your eyes will be closed. And we'll be talking back and forth, and you're going to have a really wonderful experience.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So the first step is take a nice deep breath in, fill your lungs up, and let it out. Close those eyes down. On the count of 3, open only your eyes, feeling absolutely wonderful, mind, body, and spirit. 1, 2, and 3. Eyes open, feeling great. So how would you describe what this feels like so far?
It kind of feels like getting a massage.
Like a massage?
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't start that part yet. Wow. Okay.
No,
wonderful.
like, just relax. You don't have to worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is just like gone.
Yeah. So watch this as it floats up now. Start to feel automatically. That's right. Even slower. You start to feel the tug. Let it happen automatically. That's right. As it slowly comes up, it just starts to get funnier and funnier. It's like so silly, like it's being pulled up higher. And the more you try not to laugh, the more it just gets even funnier. Like so funny, so silly. Like what's going on? Now watch what happens now as I take this hand and we're going to loosen it up very gently, and we're going to put it right here on the top of your head. And something really funny and interesting is going to happen, because as I press down on the top of your head and you feel my warmth penetrate into your hand, it's almost like that there's super glue on top of your head, because all of these muscles and joints and fingers are becoming stiff and rigid and just automatically locking up. It's like this hand is now stuck to the top of your head. The fingers are stuck, your thumb is stuck, the wrist is stuck, and in a moment you're going to try to take your hand off your head, and the funniest thing is going to happen. You're going to find the harder you try to move your hand, the more it just wants to just stay locked and stuck to your head. So go ahead and try to move your hand, and the harder you try, it just kind of stuck there, right? And what's that like? It's kind of weird, right? It's crazy. So watch this, right? So I'm going to take your hand and we're going to put it up just like this. And right now your hand is going to freeze in a position almost like you're like a mannequin, locking and sticking. And when I touch the back of this hand, automatically your left hand is going to become unstuck and you can easily move it right now. But what's happening now is this whole arm just is stuck in place. It's like like it has a mind of its own. And the harder you try to move that arm, it just kind of freezes out there. Like it doesn't want to move, and it's so crazy. It's so nuts, right? Because sometimes things can get stuck. So go ahead, open your eyes, look at that stuck hand. And it's kind of weird, right? But in a moment, I'm going to snap my fingers. And when I do, that whole arm is going to become unstuck. But what's going to happen is your name is going to get stuck in your throat. So if you try to say your name, the harder you try to say it, the more your throat just kind of gets locked down and stuck. And the harder you try to say it, it's like whoosh, your name's gone. So watch this. That hand's unstuck. You can move it. Isn't that cool? That's weird. And I'm sorry, what was your name again? It was Sophia, right?
No.
It wasn't Sophia. What was your name? I'm Jay. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, Jay.
What's your name? Watch this. When I snap my fingers, it comes back. What's your name?
Yeah, Ashley.
In a moment, I'm going to take my hand away, and I want you to feel that touch. Still feel that touch on your body. That's right. And feel me massaging you. And I want you to feel now my other hand massaging you on the other side. The count of 3, eyes open. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. And come all the way back. And how do you feel?
Good.
And what was that like for you?
Good.
How would you describe what you were feeling? So your hand was stuck to your head, your hand was floating up, it was getting silly, and then you couldn't say your name. Or I think, well, you said your name is Sophia, right?
No, sorry.
And what was that like for you?
I don't know, it was okay. Like, didn't bother me.
It didn't bother you. It was kind of weird though, right?
Now that I think about it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's
It's not.
excellent. So can you describe to everyone watching, what was it like going through it? You said now that I'm thinking about it, it's a little bit weird. But what was it like before when it was happening?
Like, it felt okay. Like, drinking a glass of water or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously you could have stopped it if you wanted to, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could say, no, I don't want to feel that, or I don't want to have that experience.
Yeah.
So you were in control. I'm not forcing you to do anything, right?
Yeah.
I want you to really feel it now. Imagine that it gets stronger, more powerful, more intense. The kind of pleasure that gets so wonderfully addictive as it spreads all through your body from the top of your head down. How would you describe what it feels like so far, and what's it like for you from your perspective? What's really happening?
Feels good. You know, I think I have a couple people in mind who should really try this. You know, girls are have like the lowest confidence all the time, and like this just really boosts your confidence, and
Yeah.
it feels really good.
Cool. And how does it feel in the body? I mean, when I tell you to feel pleasure, does it feel like real pleasure? Does it feel like you're imagining it? I mean, is it real tangible? I mean, are you feeling something happen in the body?
I think it might start out with just being imaginary, but the more you believe it, like, the more it's real, you know, like, especially when, like, you were touching my hand, it was just, like, really, really intense everywhere.
Yeah, where did you feel it?
Spreading up my arm.
Yeah.
And then all the way down.
So can you continue to feel that energy flowing into you, even though your eyes are open?
Mm-hmm.
And what does that feel like?
Warm.
It feels warm.
Yeah.
Good. So watch this. When I touch you right here very gently, and I say, feel pleasure, Ashley, what does that feel like?
Tingly.
It's tingly. And in a moment, you're going to look right in my eyes, and you're going to feel a powerful burst of pleasure spread all through you, even more intense. 1, 2, 3. Look in my eyes. Feel that pleasure. Yeah. And what does that feel like? Yeah. Wow. So tell us about your experience. What was that like for you?
It was really intense.
Really intense?
Yeah.
In what way?
Just really, really pleasurable.
Really pleasurable.
Felt
So was it
really good.
real pleasure? Or
Yeah.
was it like, so you were physically feeling it in your body?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, of course, I was touching your shoulders, and I was
Yeah.
touching your hand, and I was touching the back of your head, but you were feeling my hands elsewhere as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 It didn't feel like hands, it felt more like just, you know, waves
Like waves.
of just like tingly sensation.
Of tingling.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. And was it fun?
Yeah.
Pleasurable?
Yeah.
Cool. Were you surprised that you were able to feel that?
Yeah.
Especially with your first session, very little practice, you just
Yeah.
jump right in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how would you describe this for girls at home watching? Is this something that you would recommend to other people?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay. And what was your favorite part about the whole session?
Honestly, the
Or the
back
most
of the
interesting
hand.
part? The back of the hand.
Yeah. That was something that I feel like really triggered like all sorts of things.
All sorts of things.
Yeah.
Cool. Very nice. Okay, so for people watching at home, just to put a scale on it, let's say 0 is like you're sleeping, and 10 is like you're having an orgasm. How intense was the pleasure today on that continuum for you? At the peak of it, what number would you give it?
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Wonderful. Now, well, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're just getting warmed up. But unfortunately, I can't keep you here till midnight. So, what else did I want to ask you? Okay. So, did you feel that if we were to continue, let's say, and ramp up the pleasure even more, like, is it possible that you would actually maybe get really, really close to having an orgasm?
Probably.
Yeah. So when you
Comforting.
look in my eyes right now, look deep in my eyes, and notice what you start to feel. And what does that feel like?
Feels good.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Where do you feel that?
Feel it here.
Yeah. So watch this, right? Want to see something cool? All I have to do, take this finger, and I'm not even going to touch you, but I want you to look at your left hand and look at my finger and watch as I do that. And notice what you feel.
I think I literally got goosebumps.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? Pretty interesting. Yeah.
That's cool.
So I would absolutely love to have you back. I think you're perfect for this project. Would this be something you would be interested in coming back and experiencing more sessions? Wonderful. All right. So thank you. I'm going to let you go. Say goodbye to everyone, and we'll have you back soon.
Okay.